Hey everyone, welcome back to the B-Movie Bunker. Today we're looking at the 2015 film The Hallow as part of our 31 Days of Horror. This is brought to us by Corin Hardy, where he has the story of Adam and Claire and their infant son Finn. They have moved to a house out in the Irish woodlands, as it were. Adam is kind of like a tree doctor. He's going out in the woods and checking on trees, which ones need to be cut down. If you listen to the locals, who are very superstitious about the fays and the fairies, whatever, live in the woods, and he is disturbing them. This proves to be true as kind of all hell kind of breaks loose on Adam and his wife and their son. Now, this film, I enjoyed it for the most part. I mean, I'm a big folklore and fan of fairy tales in the whole, as in the fae, like Celtic and British type fairies and spirits and all that type of stuff. And this one, it gets some of the mythology right, and the whole like iron and stuff like that, but it plays with it a bit, and that doesn't bother me because it's a horror film. It's not going for quote unquote historical accuracy when it comes to the mythology. So I can take the fact that the way that the creatures look isn't how one would normally associate with certain types of the fae. That doesn't bother me. There are some people I've read who took offense to that. Whatever. It's a film. It's fiction based on fiction. I did like some of the creature effects. There were certain parts of the film that I had trouble believing that this guy Adam, knew what he was doing, because he was rather careless with his science, which happens a lot in sci-fi and horror movies, where you have people who are supposed to be knowledgeable who do things that no actual practicing scientist or anyone in a scientific field would ever do, as far as handling of materials and inspecting pathogens and whatnot. But it wasn't enough to take me out of the film. This is a good, trapped in the house while being assailed by, at first unknown, attackers. Scale of 1 to 10, it's kind of like reminiscent of some of the real fairy tales, not the the grim fairy tales, not the ones that we're told where everyone lives happily ever after. I'm talking about the ones where Cinderella's stepsisters are staked out for the crows and stuff like that, where things don't always end well for everyone. It's not always this perfect Disney ending and everyone's always happy, and even the bad guy gets away. Oh yeah, he was defeated, but he learned a lesson. So I liked it. For the most part. There's some people who won't like it. There's people who will find anything and everything to complain about when it comes to horror because it doesn't meet their specific criteria of what horror is. It's either got to be just wall-to-wall gore, or it has to be tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of jump scares. And this one, I think, kind of bounces between. You get some of the scares a little bit, you get some gore, and you get some good creature effects, and that's kind of what I want in this type of horror film. I mean, I like a wide variety of films and a wide variety of horror, and this kind of fits in that spectrum. Not a great film by any means, but it's still a decent flick to watch. I'm kind of a sucker for things that are Irish, or even Irish a little bit. That's all I've got for this one. Till next time, stay safe out there in the wasteland, folks.